Good morning, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast, presented by Hack the Markets. And today we have a special episode because it is our 25th episode. Um, but I am one of the co-hosts. I'm just going off Market Oracle today.
Market Prodigy.
The dream is here, man. The dream is here. Let's get it.
PR Haitian sensation.
So
I thought it was a Haitian market sensation. What happened?
We had some technical difficulties.
Okay, market down. All right. Got a special guest with me right here. Boom! Look at him. You want to hit? You want to hit it too? There you go.
He tried to. Hey, he said, "Forget Doug the plug." He said, "I'm the plug."
He the plug. We call him the plug. So this the plug right here.
Hey, we gotta have a name for him now.
Yeah, this Mellow the plug.
Mellow
the plug.
Hello.
Screw Doug the plug. What his name? Doug the plug. Yeah, we beefing with you now, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, we got us some money maker over here now, man. You
That's
want to
right.
come see about us?
I know Doug the plug can't read, but I know your publicist is watching.
Yeah, he gonna have to. Yeah, he gonna have to come see about us, man.
We know Doug the plug dumber than a rug.
Hey, and we gonna be sitting here like this.
Hey,
Where my money?
sad thing is, Doug the plug, the dog, got more money than all four of us.
Hey, really though, that's some crazy stuff to be honest.
And that ain't saying that we broke. That just tell you how much money he got.
Exactly. Like the dog is rich. But I want to bring up one thing, and it ties to the market. But we all know that we got the NBA playoffs coming up. They start tomorrow, and we got a playoff, play-in game to get into the playoffs tonight.
Hey, did y'all see them Lakers?
LeBron.
Oh boy, I ain't mean to cut you off, AC.
I saw.
I ain't mean to get you out the wrong.
This
Yeah, that was a good game.
That wasn't even no flagrant foul, and they're talking about he saw 3 baskets and he just aimed at one.
And when he ran down, that man said, "Man, I can't even see." I said, boy, I could not stop laughing. Like, LeBron has to be one of the funniest guys to me because he will go out there and do stuff like that and then try to act like so serious. Like,
he was
man,
down on the court and he was grabbing. I thought his head had bounced off the court or whatever. But then in slow motion, I saw his head never hit the court. But he was holding down on the floor, holding the back of his head like this. I was like, oh my God, they finna put this dude in the protocol.
Man, I'm telling you. I thought he had got a little concussion myself too. I was like, man, like they really made LeBron like hit the ground hard.
I saw they put Forrest Whitaker's head on LeBron. With an eye like this. And then they showed one with him and Stevie Wonder. Like they showed a picture of him straight. It was blurry. Who playing tonight?
So we got Steph versus Ja tonight. Who you got? Steph versus Ja.
Steph.
I ain't
gonna lie. Lakers beat Golden State for Steph. Boy, that's bad.
Steph ain't playing. I'm not gonna lie. Steph is not playing this year. Like he has really stepped up like his game this year.
Yeah, forget Jokic, man. If he don't get MVP, something wrong with him.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, who y'all boys got?
Man, the Nets.
You got the Nets.
Yeah,
that's who
man.
gonna win the whole championship.
Yeah, I think so. They're a strong contender.
You talking about for the whole thing?
He's talking about for the whole thing. He said the Nets gonna win it for the whole thing. What about tonight then? Who you got for tonight, Steph or Ja? We got Golden State. We got Memphis.
Oh, that's an easy one. Let's go State because Steph's got to redeem himself.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you say redeem himself. The dude missed one shot. Like hell, he made about 20 other ones in that game.
Yeah, I was about to say, and to be honest, like They was holding the
Still
mess out that
lost.
man on the last play. That man couldn't get away for nothing, man.
But let me tell you this though about the Nets. You know why the Nets gonna lose?
Why?
Because Kyrie Irving gonna fall off the face of the earth. Because you know it's flat.
Yep. Roll
Yeah.
right off the side of it. Cause he don't.
I mean, you still got some other, playmakers. You got James Harden, Blake Griffin,
So let me ask you this: is James Harden
KD.
back?
No,
James
he
Harden
got
not back yet.
Not
he
back.
got a hamstring injury. KD scared to
I
make
thought he was supposed to be back on time.
Yeah,
Shit.
KD out there, man, playing scared. He good, man. I like KD, but man, I don't know. I
You
know,
say he
but
been
I
playing scared?
understand why he doing that because of that, man. He already messed up his stuff before.
injury.
Yeah,
Take it from
yeah,
me with the injuries. You know exactly what movement caused that injury. It's like
exactly,
a flashback that you feel, that muscle memory. Like if you hit it if you got injured from like contact, or if you got hit while you was or you did it while you was going to the left, cutting to the left, cutting to the right. If you were doing like an explosive move and you were jumping off of one foot, he knows that, and his body knows that. So he's staying away from that exact movement, but that's hindering his game. Because what does his game is predicated off of being able to move. Yeah, he's a great
exactly,
spotter or whatever, but what make KD great is that you don't know if he's gonna shoot or go by you. But
exactly.
hey, if I know that he ain't going by me, I'm playing right up in his face.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very very true.
But KD one of my favorite players, though. I ain't gonna lie. Even though
Yeah.
LeBron
Oh
my
yeah.
most
Hey,
favorite player of all time,
what's up? What's up?
KD got that torch now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man,
for
LeBron
sure,
ain't
for
nothing but a
sure.
robot.
That right. Get what? Robot don't lose.
Hey, no, the Lakers gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
that robot went out there and hit that three man and said he couldn't see. He won the
Hey,
game off
hey,
that thing though.
that right there tell you how bad of a shooter he is. If he couldn't see, you know he ain't mean to do it.
Hey, that man said, "Shoot, man, I saw three on, so I just, I aimed for the one in the middle." You know.
Shout out, shout out to Space Jam.
Oh man, but we got the hockey playoffs going on now too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we probably don't watch too much hockey, but we definitely got the hockey playoffs going on. I saw I
Who is
think
we?
what it was, Toronto and Montreal. I think they were out there. They had something going on last night. They had knocked one dude out. He had to go off the ice, and so they started fighting for real because of that. I think that might have been the captain that had that happen to him. But because of all this should be good for those betting sites. So Penn National, DraftKings,
King.
Caesars, MGM. What you guys thinking? I
You
like the
look
casinos. I like
I
the
like.
betting sites. I think that sports betting definitely with the playoffs coming in, this is definitely the season. Then we also have baseball going on in the background too. So
how the Braves doing this year, man.
Braves doing pretty good. I'm actually going to the games this weekend, so I see firsthand what's going on.
The battery.
Yeah. So I'm going over there tonight, and I think maybe tomorrow and Sunday. So I'll see what's going on.
Yeah, who they playing?
I have no idea. I'm just showing up, man.
Hey, real quick, if somebody need a charger,
No, dog, you
this
can't
thing is
sell my
like
charge
lightning
on.
fast. If
Yeah,
somebody need a
I
charger,
know,
I'm
because it's
I'm
mine. I know, because it's mine.
I'm not talking to you.
I,
Hey, that just said a charge. Leave it at my house and go get it sold.
exactly, man. How I'm going? And then I call and tell the man, "Hey, man, put it up for me." You gonna try to sell it? How you gonna try to sell it, man?
He was talking about how fast it charged, so I knew it had to be some kind of
I ain't
investment.
even gonna tell you what other charge I left over there. I'm just
Got
gonna
some
come over
bad
there and get
used.
it.
But
You
they got
might
some
try to
bad.
sell that one too.
But real talk, that pen and that DraftKings, yeah, those things are liquid, man. When they start moving,
Yeah,
we saw the market really started to wake up. yesterday, and we know that that's really tied into the yield stocks. I believe they peaked sometime around Wednesday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They were up, but they came back down a little bit yesterday. So not only did we see like some of, because I believe DraftKings is part of the Nasdaq, yeah. So a lot of those growth stocks, like the CCIVs and space, just a lot of those, they had a really big day yesterday in the Nasdaq because of that. So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting, man. It was. I mean, we had a lot of winners, a lot of pandemic winners who have not shown up. You know, they were talking about, like your plugs and just a lot of growth stocks in general. I mean, they were on fire
Yeah.
at the end of 2020, and then just up until now, 2021, those big tech growth stocks, they've been suppressed. But I think that this Q1 earnings season is waking up some of them, and then that coupled with the bond yield curve prices going down, we may see some growth returning.
Hey, I meant to ask you guys, keeping it on the sports tip. What you guys think about Urban Meyer bringing Tim Tebow in? It's
Yeah,
been
that's
3,064 games since Tim Tebow played his last football
Check these
game.
Hold on, you said Tim Tebow going back in the game?
Tim
at tight
Tebow
end.
at tight end. Tim Tebow is going back to the game at tight end, playing for Jacksonville, signed for 1 year, and he has not played in 3,064 games.
Well, I'm gonna give you my hot take on Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is a bum. One tell you why Urban Meyer is a bum. If I was a player, I wouldn't want to play for him because he's gonna quit on me as soon as things get bad. Listen, if you go all the way back, there's a reason why Urban Meyer
Florida,
was
hey,
Tebow.
Alabama started messing them. Hey, look at that, look at that. Oh, oh,
I see. Hey,
oh, oh, that right there made Urban Meyer quit the first time. That
right.
made him
So
quit the first
Urban
time. Hey, that probably gonna give him some nightmares right there. He gonna probably quit just because of looking at that.
stand by this dude because when they was winning in Florida, he was with them. You know, he had Tim Tebow, he had squad. Tim Tebow left, and guess what? The next year he leaves Florida because he claimed that he got health issues and everything. He got to walk away from the game. Oh, it just so happened that Florida didn't have no squad anymore. Tim
They had
Tebow,
no squad.
his health is declining. He got to leave the game, and then he showed up at Ohio State. Oh,
Yeah,
he showed up at Ohio
it was
State.
probably like what 2 or 3 years after that too. After
Yeah,
you've already cited health issues being why you
yeah.
can't coach.
Then you show up at Ohio State, and then when you show up at Ohio State, guess what goes down to Ohio State? You remember that year they went 12-0, but couldn't make it to a bowl game because they had those issues.
Mm.
They were banging, and he knew that they were banging, so he couldn't do anything. So, why did he leave? Why did he say he left Ohio State? Was it health again?
Yeah, it was health again. And then he also said that, well, it wasn't that he said something. They were also losing. They had started losing.
Yeah, I mean, heck, if I can't get to the bowl game or whatever, or we got scholarship bands or whatever, yeah, I'm not. If I'm a 5-star recruit, you think I'm coming there? So look, two times he done left these programs. So now he in Jacksonville.
He said he in the NFL now, man. It's different. I'm in the
In the
big boy league
NFL.
now.
Hey, Jacksonville ready to go this year.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, they was. They kind of started trading away pieces and stuff like that. So I don't know.
They traded away some folks.
Yeah, they the safety. He's out there. Jalen Ramsey. He was
Dang.
down there with him. He not with him anymore. He out there with the Rams. And then I feel like it was somebody else they lost too. That was like pretty key on their team. Because I mean they was really known for defense for the most part. And then
but who they get in the draft? I know they got Travis Etienne. Who else did they get?
okay. Oh, if they got him, they got Trevor Lawrence too.
Yeah.
They got that draft pick.
So yeah, they might have something. I just thought about that. So yeah. And then you got Tim Tebow coming back, man. You got the crossbearer coming back, man.
They're gonna be doing some crazy trick plays, tight end pass.
Man, you gonna have Tim Tebow out there. We will never lose a game again because I'm gonna play the hardest I've ever played, ever. Give him that same speech.
That's it.
Yeah,
No.
what does that say about Kaepernick though? Tim Tebow get to come back,
Man, I'm telling you.
like you
After
know.
3,064 games.
Tebow get to come back playing tight end, like that would be a step back, I think, for us if they
Yeah.
got Kaepernick to come in and play a different position.
Yeah, because
We
he ain't
don't,
supposed to play no other
they
position.
don't want him playing quarterback. That's the whole thing in the first place.
Exactly.
They don't want him in a leadership role.
Exactly.
That's tough, man. You get
But
fired from a leadership role.
yeah.
But look at Trey Lance. What the number 3 pick for the San Francisco or whatever. You know,
They North Dakota State, ain't it? That's North Dakota State, ain't it?
he went
Yeah, I
to
think
North
so.
Dakota State, but when he was being recruited out of high school, they wanted him to switch over to linebacker or safety, linebacker or safety. And he like, nah, I'm a quarterback. And he went somewhere where he could play
Yeah.
quarterback. And now they're saying he got the highest ceiling of all the quarterbacks that got drafted, including Trevor Lawrence.
Well,
That joke got
we
that
can keep
mindset.
it.
He come from a small school, but that boy coming to get it.
But you know, that's not the first time that North Dakota State has put a quarterback in the league. I think they put at least like 3 quarterbacks in the league, like in the past few years or something like that. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. North Dakota State pretty straight. They don't want some D2 championships.
Yeah, man, they always winning it. I don't think they had a good year this year. I think they made it to like they made it to the tournament, but I don't think they had like I don't think they made it to the championship or anything. But man, for the past couple years, they've been on point.
They always win, except for when I had played at Valdosta State. They couldn't handle us.
Okay.
They couldn't handle us, boy.
Hey, okay. So keeping it, I guess we can keep it, black centric, since that's what we're talking about right now with the players, and we got to the HBCUs and all this other stuff. Well, you were talking about Savannah State. You said Savannah State, right? What you said, Savannah State or Valdosta State?
Valdosta State.
Oh, you said Valdosta. Never mind. I thought you said Savannah State.
Savannah State, I don't think.
I thought you said Savannah State. Never mind.
Hey, Savannah State D1, man.
Hey, and to this day, I do not understand why they went to. Hey, they weren't doing good at D5. Hey, but I love my SSU. You know, but I need to stop letting them folks embarrass. I support them going against, Division I opponents.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that reason was for reasons other than the field.
They get a check.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
He played them D1 people.
And shout out to Alabama A&M. They won the SWAC. So shout out to them. I think they beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. I know it happened some weeks back, but never too late to shout them out.
Yeah, but they getting sacrificed on the field, though. Boy.
Exactly. But keeping it around that same topic, we got a company named Urban One, and they are surging right now. Urban One. Now,
it's not owned by Urban Meyer.
I just want to say this. It's a black media company, and they own TV One. So, it's pretty good. And they're surging off, a little bit of news that McDonald's will start putting, they're announcing that they're going to increase their national advertising spending in minority-owned media platforms. And so they're going from 4% to 10% now. So, that's going to benefit people, pretty good. But this is what I want to touch on. Like, that's one reason why they're surging, and it's a good reason. But this is what I want to touch on right here. They seem to be trying to open a casino in Richmond, Virginia. How do you feel about that? Because this will be the first black-owned casino. Now, I have no reason.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me about U1. Let me tell you about U1. You know what? This ain't even about U1. This is about all of the fake investors in U1.
The fake
You want
investors into U1.
fake investors. Y'all some fake supporters out there. I'm targeting all of y'all. Y'all know who y'all is. You know who you is. I'm still salty 1 year later.
Oh man.
Coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the dumbest thing I done seen in the stock market. I'm talking about last year. What? Can somebody tell me what is June 19th? Anybody?
June
What's June
19th is
19th?
Juneteenth.
What is that?
Juneteenth.
It's Juneteenth. That's the only day last year that people bought that. Woo, boy. That's the only day last year that people supported U1. And that's just because it was popular on social media. So if you're gonna, how can you support a black-owned business for 1 day? That's not pro-black. That's not supporting black businesses.
Hey man. Hey, they said that they invested, but then the thing shot up so much that they had to get their money, man. It's just like this casino that they finna do. They finna go in there and they finna try to get all the money out the casino. They said, "Oh man,
people was in
hey,"
the
and
front
you know, man. All right, so I love my
row.
black people. I love my black people, but we already know that it's gonna be something going on where they probably gonna go cheap on the machines or something, and these things gonna either be broke. This gonna be like the McDonald's ice cream machine, man. You gonna go in there trying to play the casino game. That bad boy gonna malfunction in the middle, take your money. They gonna be like, ain't nothing we can do. You want bet $100 that thing gonna malfunction. It ain't nothing we can do, man.
I mean, I ain't got no problem with U1 the business model. But if we gonna support these people and prop them up, let's do it for 1 more day. I do not want to see another parabolic move on
Exactly.
June 18th. Now, will I be one of them ones that might buy if it spike up? You know what? I almost got caught because I was about to be sitting there with a day trade. I was gonna be just like them. Well, I'm about to be the biggest hypocrite.
Hey, what I was about to say, boy.
Hey, Kwame Brown was about to come after me.
Oh man,
That's too funny, man. Hey, and he has been on a tear, so you don't want to be on his radar, man.
Nah, I do.
You want to be on his radar, okay?
Well,
Well, with this development with Urban One, it has to pass a vote in November 2021. So eyes will be on November 2021 to see if this actually gets passed. If it does get passed, they will be looking to open up the casino. It'll be owned by RVA Entertainment, which is a subsidy of Urban One, just like TV One is a subsidy of it as well. And it's going to be called One Casino and Resort. So that's some interesting stuff.
I'm pulling up in that thing, boy.
Like I said, I'll pull up too, man. Hey, I'm a support it until they tell me that they are malfunctioned and then they took my bet. Other than that, though, man, I'm gonna support it.
I'm gonna show them how to act then.
Hey, I'm gonna support it, man. Oh, hey, it's gonna get real black in that end, boy.
Hey, come on, man.
Did you read the article? They said they're gonna be giving out free shots of Hennessy at the door.
Ooh, hey, there we go, man. And Crown. They gonna have Crown in there too if you don't mess with Hennessy.
Yep.
So
And
good news, baby. Good news. And then Richmond right there with the beach. Oh man. No. That's Norfolk. I lied. That's Norfolk. Richmond ain't with the beach. But man, that's gonna be some good news.
Yeah, when is it supposed to open?
So it has to pass the vote November 2021 first.
Okay. Ain't too far. We got something to look forward to next year.
Yeah. But not too bad. They'll start construction on it, after that.
We were talking about that AT&T dip the other day. We were talking about how them folks, feel comfortable still because they got dividends, right?
Yeah.
Hey, they feel betrayed now. Them jokes finna cut them dividend right after.
Hey, that's what I wanted to talk about today, man. I mean, I didn't talk these boys up. I put them on a pedestal.
These the aristocrats, the kings.
Listen here. I had a 5-minute I just went off on a tangent for 5 minutes talking about the greatness of AT&T. I went back talking about the dividend. I told y'all about the dividend aristocrats and the dividend kings, and then y'all selfish folks gonna go, AT&T, what are you doing? You gonna go and cut your dividend
They cut them,
They
man.
cut
in half?
They
They
cut them,
cut it.
baby.
They cut it in half.
cut it.
They cut it in half.
In half. And part of it, they said, why? Because it's gonna increase executive pay. You selling your souls for $1.
Hey, man. All that means is they can get back to start increasing the dividend again because they cut it so much.
That's not what they planning on doing.
Oh,
They going
they not planning on increasing it again?
Let me tell you what their play is. Their play is what they're gonna do is they're no longer gonna be known for like their dividends. So we know about the merger that they had with is it Warner Media?
Yeah. Discovery.
Okay. So we know about that merger right there, and we know that they might potentially have a dip. So what they're gonna do in terms of keeping people, if they're planning on buying back, so the money that they get from cutting the dividends, they're gonna buy back some of the shares, and they're thinking that right there is gonna generate growth in the stock price.
It'll artificially inflate the stock price, but it's not gonna grow it unless they plan on doing it for years on years.
And that's my point. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot, and a lot of people think so too. And there's going to be a mass exodus and people selling off the stock just because they're pissed off that they're cutting the dividend. Because myself included, I told you the reason I was in on AT&T. This is a simple stock or whatever. Like
I kind of see what they're trying to do though, because they're spinning off on certain things. I think they're trying to turn themselves into a pure growth stock.
Yeah.
And if they turn themselves into a pure growth stock, that's different because then this thing could take off because they're the biggest play for 5G probably. One of the biggest players for wireless.
Yeah.
Like
the broadband, the whole broadband.
all that type stuff. So then you start getting into the Internet of Things, and then you start getting into all this other connectivity and how they're about to start connecting these cars and how they're connecting these manufacturers and how they're connecting these robots. Like I could see what they're trying to do, but at the same time, like I can't say that that's gonna be like I gotta see how they actually put the plan in motion, like how do you execute on this plan? Like what are you going to actually do? I can hear what you say, but what are you going to actually do?
They trying to save money. That's it. Bottom line. Cut what they can. They
basically
coming somewhere.
Because see, they unloaded so much debt though. That's one thing is they unloaded a lot of debt when they did that Warner and when they merged Warner the Turner what is it Warner and Discovery. When they merged both of those together, they unloaded a lot of debt. I think they might have unloaded like 30 billion or something like that. They unloaded a lot of debt though. So that helped them out when they did that. But the new entity that's being made is just written already with huge debt. So yeah, you can try to play that as a streaming war winner or whatever, but you got to worry about this debt that they've accumulated.
We're gonna see what AT&T gonna do.
That's an interesting play though. Interesting play.
Keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, sure. That's very interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, it might play out for them,
It could. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could. I'm not gonna say that it's a bad move. I just want to see how it actually formulates. Like, how does it execute?
They're just saying that right now it's a short-term incentive award for them. But like we're assuming that that's what's going to happen. But in the short term, this money is not going towards like the debt and stuff. It's going towards the incentive awards for the executive management.
Oh man.
So that's my issue. Is if they were doing that, and that money that they were cutting from the dividends was going towards debt, or it was going towards like some kind of research and design, they're reallocating it in that way, I would be on board with that. But what I'm reading here,
they said, man, we want to get paid. We've been working too hard, man. Coronavirus,
All
All
E.
this, oh, we finna get paid.
It's that greed.
Hey, Elon Musk, what y'all thinking about him? He said he not selling Dogecoin. He
Hey,
said he tweeted he has not and he will not. He is not selling his Dogecoin.
Hey, y'all know what this dude did. Y'all remember he went on Saturday Night Live and acted a fool for Dogecoin. Acted a fool for Dogecoin. Dogecoin took a dip.
I'm
He
talking about,
caused the dip, and then he bought. He
yeah.
pumping.
But the thing is, he said he never got rid of his. Like, so it's a whale wallet out here.
Didn't have it to get rid of it. He
And the
bought.
whale wallet, once he made this announcement, it went and bought 420 .69 coins.
mm,
And they're believing that this whale wallet belongs to Elon. And this is why they're believing that it belongs to Elon.
Did he put it in his mama name?
Did not put it in his mama name. Like they don't know who it is. It's like it's anonymous. It's
Yeah,
anonymous.
it's like that.
okay, so
So that's
that
why
was
they're,
just
they're just guessing at who this belongs to. But number one, we got well, that $420.69 coins, that right there is significant. Once he actually made that announcement, they spent $1.72 when they did that. That's all it was $1.72. But if you break down what the coin is, they're trying to say that the 420 is supposed to be the marijuana reference. And then they're saying that 69 is supposed to be like the sexual reference. So that's
You
number
got
one that they're saying.
kids. Listen here, my grandma watched this show, man.
Well, I'm just saying that's how they're trying to break down the code as to what's going on because they're putting codes into these transactions.
Hey, listen to this. Did y'all know? It's related. It's related. Did y'all know that the product line for Tesla is sexy?
So now
The,
you see what we're going with.
the Tesla Model S, the Model 3, they wanted it to be a Model E, but it was already taken. So they had to make it a 3. And then you got the Model X, and then you have the Model Y.
Yeah,
mm,
that's what I'm
I,
trying to tell you. So
I
that's
was
why
mm,
you gotta see the
the other
codes. You gotta
mm.
understand the codes that's going on.
Okay, Jerome. Okay, Jerome. Okay,
day.
yeah.
And then James Harden.
So that's one code that came out of this Bitcoin account. Another code that came out of this Bitcoin account is they saw other references, other coin purchases where it was like 28.061971, which is Elon's birthday, which is June 28th, 1971.
Man going ham. He is
And
going
then
ham.
when you look at the total amount that's contained inside of this whale wallet, it's $15.02 billion worth. So
Yeah, you got to pause after that.
Hey, facts, boy.
that's why I saved the best for last.
Yeah, that marinade.
I tell you what I think about Elon, man. Hey, with that going on, what you just brought up, you can't see exactly who it is. On
Exactly.
each transaction, that's the benefit of a decentralized, you know, I guess currency, and that's why Biden and them don't like it. Folks
Exactly.
can
And
hide their
that's why
money.
China has banned it because they don't like that anonymous. They don't like that. They don't
Mhm.
like it at all.
But see, it give the people the power, though.
Exactly.
It give people the power, and I think, and especially in the U.S. democracy, we deserve to have this power to make some money, on this crypto. Well, the government can't step in.
Yeah.
We deserve that. And
So
just on that, we got this big drop on Bitcoin, sitting at like hovering over 40,000 right now. Along with a lot of the companies that do Bitcoin mining, they are pretty much on a big drop at a key level as well. One of those being MARA, and another one being Riot. And I just wanted to mention those because while we got this drop on Bitcoin, yeah, I said on one episode, Bitcoin going away. But now I'm back. Bitcoin is coming back. Bitcoin is coming back. I got a different view.
Hey.
Hey, this boy flakier than Pillsbury biscuits, boy.
That boy
Coming
is the
back.
dodgeball champion.
And
Dodgeball
see,
champion.
look, the reason I'm saying that it's coming back is because I just took a step back and just really came to realization this is driven by the people, and it's nothing that you can do about that.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna embrace it now.
Yeah, not even China can stop it. They put all
No,
these regulations.
they can't. So I check out those MARA and Riot for long-term Bitcoin mining companies. They typically follow the same trend as Bitcoin.
Okay. Nice. I think EBON, I think it's supposed to be like eBang or something like that. They
Mm-hmm.
I think they actually are a Chinese company that's supposed to mine it. They're very, very, very cheap right now though.
Hey,
They have some bad news going on with them and all that stuff too. So I don't know if that'll be like the play that you really want to make, but I just know that they
hey,
are they're in the mix too.
man.
Probably good for trading, especially if you just want to get in on something that's really cheap and just kind of get in, get out type situation. But I would not say get in on this thing for like no buy and hold type thing.
Man, China cap, man. That's all I got to say. China
Yeah.
is just really cap, but they try to tell everybody they doing one thing and they really doing
Oh, they
something else.
doing everything else, man.
Everything, everything under the moon.
Everything else, man.
I told y'all, China, what did Regeneron and Joe say? China is number one in R&D right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
We trying to overtake the king right now. And what did I say we were gonna do right now to get there? We trying to take over. What's the
Electric
hottest thing
vehicles.
right now?
Uh,
Electric vehicles.
electric vehicles.
So do I have y'all permission to show my screen for 30 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead.
30 seconds. That's all I want.
Yeah, this
All
this ain't
I
gonna
want.
be beneficial to the people that just listen to us, but yeah, you could do it for the people that's on YouTube.
Oh Lord. I got so many screens.
Okay, so we got some technical difficulties going on over here. Pierre, you. Oh, never mind. We got it up. We got it up.
Woo!
Y'all see,
Goodness.
Hey,
y'all see that
that's nice though.
y'all
That's
see that truck?
The interior right here really reminds me. I'm looking at that big screen in there. That reminds
Uh,
me of the Dodge Ram because the Dodge
yeah,
Ram
Ram.
got something like that in there right now.
So y'all see the truck.
Yeah, I see the truck.
So what I want to highlight first is the reason why this is the F-150 Lightning that they showed that they revealed the other night, Wednesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. This thing right here, the reason why it's going to be a mover and a shaker is because this is the only truck that I've heard, actually the only electric vehicle that when there's a power outage, they say that this thing can power your home for up to 3 days during a power outage.
That's that Ford truck, ain't it?
Yeah,
Okay, so you mean to tell me that this thing can act like a
generator.
generator?
So what they're gonna do, buckle your seatbelts here. So this is tied back to the stock market too, through a partnership with Sunrun, ticker for you people out there listening. RUN. Sunrun, they are a commercial development for solar panels or whatever for.
Okay.
So with these solar panels, what they're going to do is they're going to handle these installations or whatever so that you can sell power back to the grid when you're not using it.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's battery power that they have in these trucks. So these trucks, their
That's
big
not
play is
bad.
not necessarily for just for residential people, the average person. Their big play is going to be selling this as a whole fleet to like construction companies, any companies out there who have
Yeah.
like whole fleets of vehicles that they have.
Yeah.
So they're going to be because they want something that's rugged. This thing is going to have over 11 outlets in it. So if you're going to be away, out there in the job site, and you ain't got nowhere to plug up to. This thing, I mean, they're going to be able to operate entirely from this truck.
Hey,
Let me
and one
ask
other
you.
thing that I want to mention is dealing with Ford too is the fact that they're going to start. They're doing a joint venture with SK Innovation to manufacture EV battery cells here in the U.S.
Mm.
And I think they're going to try to get it to a point where Ford starts making their own battery cells like very soon. Now I'm looking at this thing right here to the right. You just kept clicking, but I saw something pop up on that right there. Hold on. Oh man, you just clicked away from right there. The first true all electric sports car coming from Porsche. Now I like that.
Hey, I gotta ask I got a question for you, AC and Jerome, regarding this truck. Now, Jerome, first, I want to just make sure I got clarification on this truck. This
Yeah.
truck can generate energy for a house. So does that mean that anytime you drive this truck, you are charging? Does it have a battery on board that can just hold energy, or would it have to be running and then just generating energy that way?
So it's not necessarily that it's generating energy. Then a battery is just store
Right.
energy or whatever. So that charge that's in the battery, let's say that you charge it up to 100% and you run to the grocery store or whatever. You're not going anywhere for a while, and you get the battery down to 95%. You come back and you put it in your driveway. You're not going anywhere for a while, but your battery is still sitting there at 95%. You plug it
Okay.
into the socket in your garage, but they'll set it up where that box, that electrical outlet that you have it plugged into, it ties into your panel that goes to your house. So they're going to create like a two-way switch, because normally power
Okay.
flows from the line, the transformer, from the line to the distribution transformer to your box. So here
Okay.
they probably have inverters where it only goes one way. So this way it's gonna be able to flow in two different directions. So while it's there and
Uh-huh.
all that charge is there, because we know it's a lot if it can power your house
Okay.
for 3 days. So why not just make money off of it? Same thing like with an Airbnb or whatever. When you're not there, when you're not using it, hell, you can make money off it.
So
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 you
they
can
will
power
they will have a they will have an on truck battery that's holding this energy.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Now AC, my question for you
Stop
is
presenting your screen, Jerome.
my question for you, AC, is for these batteries, what are you seeing the most efficient or most used, I guess, resource for batteries nowadays? That's a question for everybody.
So it's looking like for the batteries, like so battery tech is looking like, to be honest, I want to say it was one of these car companies that had the best battery tech right now, but it wasn't Tesla. It
Hey,
was like
can I take this?
go ahead.
I read, this is in my wheelhouse. I work with a power company as well. So I was looking at um, the future with battery technology right now. The whole issue in
Yeah, they
power
want to do the battery swaps now.
is energy. It's not even that. It's energy storage. That's the big issue
Right.
right now, because it's on demand. There's no way to efficiently store large amounts of power. So here, that's why companies like Plug and Bloom Energy popped the other day. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why is because of this fuel cell technology and something that they call the process of electrolysis. So what they're going to do is these batteries. What they're going to do is convert it. They're going to pull power from the batteries and convert it over to hydrogen gas, something that they
Mm.
can store that gas, and then they're going to be able to turn it back to electricity. So that gives them a long-term way of being able to store it. Because the problem with the batteries is something called leakage current. Because a battery is nothing but a chemical reaction, but over time, those chemicals that they have isolated, they still mix together, so you get that leakage current. So if you set it at 100% and left it there for a couple of days, or a couple of weeks or whatever, it's not going to be at 100% leakage current.
Yeah.
So you need a better way, and they can store it in that gas, so you can hold it there, and when you get ready to use it, you can convert it back. So that's the whole premise behind Plug
Okay.
and Bloom Energy. So I think that's going to
So
be huge.
And see, the
so
thing is too with that battery swap, if you're going with pure electricity, that'll probably be the best play because you already know you got a finite time for this battery. You can only charge it X amount of times, and once you do it a certain amount of time, you're not gonna get back to 100% all the time. So that battery swap that a lot of people are talking about is also going to be big. So that hydrogen fuel cell and also that battery swap. I think that's how they're really going to start messing around with it. Tesla has a good battery, but it's not the best battery. And
Yeah, I mean, we
QS
seen Tesla
QuantumScape,
batteries overheat and explode.
yeah,
So
QuantumScape, they actually were coming up
evolution.
with a pretty nice battery pack. They were actually like packing packs on top of each other or something like that, packing cells on top of each other or something, and like creating like these dense super packs or something like that. It was something that
Mhm.
they had going on with their battery technology though. So it's definitely people out here that are making strides. But like I said, like Jerome had touched on one of these past podcasts that the future probably will still be battery swapping, just because it's fastest and you don't have to worry about having there's one battery go bad because a terminal went bad or you got some type of leak or something.
I don't know
There's a
about
lot of stuff
y'all.
that
If
can go
I'm on the
wrong with
road,
lithium batteries.
I'm not trying to wait 40 minutes at a supercharger.
You gonna have two batteries with
Yeah,
a
but
battery
see the
swap.
the
So
super yeah with
one
the
of them
battery swap.
overheat,
But if you didn't have a
one of
battery
them
swap, like say
supercharged.
for instance you're going with a true Tesla like right now, you have to sit at that you have to sit at that pump for at least 15-20 minutes probably.
Yeah, they're gonna be
And that's a
laughing at
hard
you, boy.
line. That's the fastest you can do it.
The people in the gas station gonna get their gas and be waving at you. I see you on the road, buddy.
You don't have to get gas, but you are late, my boy.
Hey, hey, I like those two waves, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I did a little research on some battery too, on some potential, you
Okay.
know,
We got
new frontier, new way of making it.
Okay.
One of my, I was looking up some stuff, and lithium. The reason the problem with lithium is because it overheats,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't. That's the problem with that.
Catches on
So,
fire and all that stuff.
So what I've read is that they've been looking into using another resource called graphene. They've been looking into graphene to use as a resource for batteries instead of lithium to replace this, and they're saying that it's been more efficient and it's not overheating as much as lithium would. So I mean, we
Okay.
got three different battery options going on right now.
Yeah.
hey,
These
I
guys
need to
just got to
tell
figure out something.
I need to sell my ideas to these people with these batteries getting hot. See, what they need to do is they need to mount these batteries on some real large heat sinks.
Yet
Hmm.
I don't
Now, these
understand why they don't use heat
mount these
sinks.
batteries on some heat sinks, just the same way in the power industry where you have like combined cycle plants where you have steam generators, and then you also have a separate steam generator called a heat recovery steam generator. So it's taking that excess heat or whatever, turning it into steam, and using that to produce more electricity. So if you're pulling all the heat off that with a heat sink or whatever, you're collecting it. Not only are you getting better efficiency from your battery, but you're collecting that heat. You can do something with that heat.
Yeah, you can
That's
redistribute it.
that's the same, and we've done that before with cars. When you hit the brakes or whatever, that regenerative system is
Mm-hmm.
based off of when you do that with the brakes. When you hit the brakes, you're generating heat. It takes that heat and converts it to
Hmm.
electricity, and they store
Woo,
it
that get
in
me
battery.
hyped right now, but I like that, boy.
They ain't know that yet. They ain't stole my idea. Hey, see, don't post this until I get a patent.
Hey
I know this is
man,
coming
you
from
better get
episode.
that patent in a couple minutes then.
Boy,
Well, hey,
hey,
but that's a thought.
But I don't
boy,
understand why they never use that either. I mean, I feel like they use it in electronics all the time. We used it when we were building electronics in labs. I mean, I ain't understand
Yeah,
why they wouldn't want to use that now either.
I mean, look how long it took for them to use DC motors for cars. So we know how
Yeah.
that works.
Hey, well, yeah.
yeah.
I
It's not
guess
gonna make it fun.
we get into our section. That's what we need to put our picks in. Y'all got some picks?
Mm-hmm.
Space, Virgin Galactic
You like space?
Hey,
have announced their next test flight. For
Okay.
y'all, those of y'all that don't know, they are on the frontier of space voyage technology. They have announced their next test flight into space is coming up soon. And the reason why it dipped down was because they they had some issues with their first test flight, and they said that hey, they didn't know when the next time they were gonna be able to schedule that space flight. But this stock, oh my goodness, it peaked at about $62, but since then, it right now it's at about $20. So it's got plenty of room to go up.
Hey, I like
That's good
this too.
news.
I am too. A man on that.
Yeah, that's good news. Well, I like I'm going back to what we started off the show talking about. I like DraftKings. I'm holding on to DraftKings right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that CVE. Uh, Kanoko sold their 10% shares, which was worth 2 billion. So it took a pretty uh, significant dip, but I think this is a good time to buy. So going CVE.
Okay.
Shoot. My pick is just I just ask you all viewers out there and listeners, go research your graphene companies for these new batteries that's gonna come out. That's all I say.
Sound like a plan. Well, we want to encourage everybody to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and follow us on Instagram. And if you need any more help, we definitely have some help for you over at hackthemarketstrading.com. You can go over and get a free membership, or you can get one of the paid memberships that we have over there. If you need a little bit more help, we have a lot of guides and a lot of webinars, trainings, analysis, all that type stuff on the website. So feel free to go over and check us out. We want to hope that you guys have a good trading day. And this is Friday, so we hope that you guys have a good
25
weekend.
episodes. 25
This is
episodes.
25, baby. 25.
We here to stay. We here to stay.
We
We're gonna
are.
be back for 50, 75, and 100.
Yes, sir. So
So,
we hope you guys enjoy.